Anything that DOS says goes. Anybody not following orders from Chike, Dosium, from DOS, you will be removed from IPOB and sanctioned appropriately. You know, before we remove you without knowing where you are, this time around we will catch you before we remove you. Anything DOS says is what goes. Nzurumike is heading our reconciliation committee. If he calls you on the phone, you must listen to him and do as he says. He is our deputy head of Directorate of State, led by Mazi Chike, Dosium. They are the highest decision-making body in IPOB. If that thing is difficult, then now refer it to me. Do you understand? Anything, if they call you on the phone, you don't return their call, or you're doing strong head, I will then believe that the zoo has got you over and you'll be dealt with. Edo State, be warned. No dabbling in volunteer affairs or ESN affairs in Edo State. ESN is in Edo State for your information. And very soon work will commence there immensely. Work will commence. Edo State comes under Ikechubu as Biafran coordinator. We run a disciplined movement more than anything. We value discipline more than anything else in the world. In IPOB, that's the only thing we have. That is we are able to defeat the zoo and destroy the zoo is hinged on one thing, and that is discipline. If you know you cannot work for IPOB, you get out and join the Sabo. One day your judgment will come. We'll find out those hiding in Cotonou, those are hiding somewhere near Apete, near Swamp in River State will find all of you. In Igbo, not Igbo. I say River State because it comprises upland and coastal region. We'll find all of you. In Banke, they still have a police checkpoint. Okay. Don't worry. Don't worry. You'll hear the news very, very soon. You will hear it. I said no police checkpoint in Biafra land. I said no police checkpoint. I said there was in a Banke. Go and tell them. I said no police. If your brother, your uncle, your sister, your cousin is there, tell the idiot to get away and dismantle that checkpoint, or else they will die. There. No state coordinator is allowed. No state coordinator is allowed to contact the state commander no matter what. And as a commander, if you're removed, you step aside. How others will do the job. We don't want a type of Biafra that will be like the zoo. If you lose election, you rig it and you remain in power. When the age of retirement is 65, at the age of 85, you're still in power. That rubbish should not obtain. We are not like any other stupid set of black people from Africa. We are Biafrans. You must understand that and follow orders accordingly. My instructions to this global family is this. We have the DOS, we have the finance department, we have the legal department, we have the medical. Anybody who is appointed into office, if you fail to obey your superior officer, you will be dismissed live on air. I will dismiss you myself. And as I said, as I'm dismissing you, men are on the ground to apprehend you. You must obey your superiors. It is based on discipline, please. All this breaking, going forwards and backwards, I want to obey. That means you are not prepared to be in IPOB. If you don't know what obedience is, you shouldn't be here. After all, we are all under oath. It doesn't matter if you were with me from the beginning or not. You must obey your superiors, please. Very, very important. Very, very important. There are also finance officers. You know, those fools that stole our money from Georgia, they think they're very smart. But they will go to jail, and they understand it. If you are a finance officer in the US, please, we need all the funds people are contributing. Stop hoarding it. Stop hoarding it, please. When our US finance officer makes contact with you, you must please be able to oblige her and do as you're told. Or if you get a call, it's when you fail. Anytime you get a call from our sister Nene, then you know you're in very serious trouble. You have done something wrong. Please make sure that our accounting and our audit is up to date. I do not understand the reluctance of some individuals in the US to remit the money that people have contributed to ESN. I don't understand the reason why you're holding it. I don't know what for. Please, that was why we left those criminals with money in Georgia and they stole it. Trying to be clever by half, or should I say too clever by half, like the Fulani will always do. The two criminals living in Atlanta, Georgia, hoarded our money. No Kempo and Zurumba. Two criminals, two rogues from there, stole our money. I have all the records. And they must understand that. And I have maintained that any account that we have that Nnamdi cannot see, I do not trust that very account. As long as he doesn't see it, I will not trust it. And very, very soon, I will shut down every account that Nnamdi cannot see.
Welcome to the program. Good evening, good night, good morning, good afternoon to some of you according to your location on the face of this planet Earth. We welcome you all to our Biafra Television Europe presentation this day, the 15th day of February 2026. By me, Fearless Happy Evangelist Mazi Madapchingwachuku. I am from Ndiabo. Ndiabo is in Aninri. Aninri is a local government in Nigeria province, Biafra land. I am a homeland broadcaster under IPOB. Right? Thank you. Today, we are going to discuss on IPOB. Every Sunday, it will be so. Every Sunday, by this very time, our topic will be basically on IPOB structure, the discipline in IPOB, as you heard Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said. The hope of the people of the East on IPOB and their belief is the structure of IPOB, because we have seen so many good people, so many people that or organizations that rose from East and they fell in their agenda because they do not have such a structure trusted that people can give out their lives. Basically, based on the structure, people gave their lives and dying with joy, believing that a structure is kept that can never be undermined. And when time comes that their generation, that his or her generation will be remembered for the effort they have put in, when men and women pay prices in the struggle for Biafra restoration under IPOB and for IPOB movement. They pay it because they knew that they must not get in contact with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu before they do so. They do so because they believe in the ideology of IPOB and the structure presented before the public, the trust of the people and the belief of the people. And that is the strength of the struggle, that if I am not there, people will be there. And this continues until Biafra is restored. Today, you can see from our screen here, we are going to analyze to our people to know that the only thing you can do to the people of the East is to maintain IPOB structure. Don't forget that time shall come when our people, not IPOB, not IPOB member, our people will see you on the road or somewhere and confront you and say you sabotaged IPOB. You kicked against the structure of IPOB. We are not IPOB, but we saw you so year, so time when you were fighting the structure that we hoped on. Right? Though you may be doing it now, either you want to make the sibling of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu happy, or you think you are making Mazi Nnamdi Kanu happy. Our people are keeping record and they believe in people who believes in absolute integrity. Though you may be trying to convert things to suit your what is it called, your sabotage. In your eyes now, it may be clear to you, but people are taking records. Do you know, to my surprise, somebody have the audio of all my broadcasts, almost all my broadcasts. Do you know that somebody have the audio of my live broadcast on my page, Facebook pages and co? That you need it, they will put it on drive and give it to you. Same way people are taking records of you individually. They are not taking it. Some people think it's only IPOB. No, people that is not IPOB are paying sacrifices in the struggle. They will not let you go. You may be cruising now. You may be attacking a structure now because you are stubborn and you were punished and you ran to the oppositions who is dancing in the tune of the enemy. You ran to them. You are now lover of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu more than IPOB that is dying for him. You want to make yourself happy, right? But mind you that people are taking records, people will confront you, and they will not give you more chance to explain. People will confront you, not IPOB. People are taking records of those that are not steadfast. People who are not trusted. People who turned against what they were fighting along with. If you tell them, if you ask them, they will tell you that they love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu more than you, that he is leading. One thing I want to drop to you today is that we know the history of our people. If you don't know it, know it. Some of you will be confronted when time comes. People will present what you did. You will not explain to them immediately you leave the structure. You cannot explain to them. They are the people who believe in IPOB through the structure. Only the structure is the strength of those that lost their parents in the struggle. Only the structure is the hope of those that lost their child in the struggle. It is the structure that will reach to them. It is the structure that they can only communicate. It is the structure that they only communicate to. People communicate IPOB without reaching the family of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. People communicate IPOB through an IPOB family member. The message will reach. That is structure, the hope of the people. Without these people, we can reach you. So we don't need to let you know than to be believing in the structure. Politicians, it is this time that we knew that people are following up. It is good to be steadfast. This time around, I now notice that our people are good in taking records. People are now beginning to understand that though they are not IPOB member, but IPOB was given to them by our creator. Though people will champion it. That's the knowledge we are giving to our people. Hold IPOB, whether you are a member or not, hold it. It is the banner we take into battlefield. Not only IPOB will defend IPOB, because we are going to our topic to tell you why we are in this situation today, and it will never end like I told you and we have been telling you. It will continue. It is stage from stage. We thank our people fighting IPOB members who is fighting against IPOB structure, because they are fighting in their own interest. They just want to be closer to the struggle outside the structure, and they are telling you they take instruction from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu direct. That is outside the structure. Do you understand? And they do not base on that. They turn around, start fighting IPOB structure. You may even ask them, they tell you it is an individual in the structure. That is how stupid and foolish some people can be. People who know that positions was created by IPOB before somebody will be appointed to occupy it. A honor have already been created with that position to be given to that position by IPOB members. You will also obey command from that very position in IPOB. From IPOB, by IPOB member, you will obey. Then you can even deny the person love. You can deny the person occupying office love, but you must respect that office. That is the structure. Whether you are in enmity with that person, the person is not the person that created the opposition. And the person joined the IPOB not to occupy that position. The person joined like you, joined like me. Unfortunately, he got himself there. So IPOB created honor. That is why people that didn't go to school coordinate learned people in IPOB, because we created that position. And when these people come, they will take what IPOB gave to them through that coordinator and go. That's all. Whether you are ugly, you are beauty, you are handsome, they don't care. All they care is IPOB told them to go here and take instruction. Simple. That is an honor created by IPOB. Somebody will be appointed to be in that position. But if the person do good, do very well in that position, you can give him love. So today, from what we are going to discuss, how Mazi Nnamdi Kanu IPOB leaders' siblings are undermining IPOB's US diplomatic strategy. And from me here, welcome to the program, please. This is Biafra Television Europe. Biafra Television Europe is under IPOB. IPOB is led by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, currently in Sokoto prison, as the executive decided, not as the law decided or permits, not as the law permits, but based on the executive, proving that we are into agitation. And that is why you can see the rising that we are seeing, challenge on the structure, and we are going to analyze why it is so now. Let me read from me. After the conviction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on an unwritten law, repealed law, right, by Nigerian government, DOS became the problem to the Nigerian government on who to discuss with on the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the interest of Nigeria government. The siblings of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and their cohorts have taken the job of pushing DOS away so that they will pick IPOB representatives. Right? That is the very Sheyi Tinubu agreement of 2023 is about to repeat. But the problem is that there is IPOB leadership. Though people are joining the lawyers, the siblings, to be attacking IPOB leadership with the Reto convention they gave to them based on their interest, their personal interest, because they believe in their personal interest. You see them jumping up, it is all about personal interest. To avoid, if it is not personal interest, you will hold on the structure. You hold on the structure. Though we were opportune to be talking or writing on social media, some of us do not even know about the structure. Even media warriors, it is not must you know it, though you know that it is through coordinator, through this to you, or through this to this. That is not even knowing the structure. You know the chain of command. It is not it. Knowing the structure is that you can never be moved, enticed. You will prove to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that you listened to him. You will follow the channel of taking instruction from him. That is knowing the structure. What are you doing? You are giving our people hope, not to entice Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, make him happy, or make his family member happy, or make IPOB. You are giving our people hope of freedom, not IPOB members, our people. Seeing how strong you are in maintaining a structure. How you can even provoke Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of IPOB, and IPOB leadership, in maintaining the structure. How stubborn you are in maintaining the structure. In the process of maintaining the structure, you will provoke somebody to prove to him that you know why you are here. That is what our people need. That is the mentality our people need. That is what will give them trust. That is what have kept them to be with IPOB. If IPOB is a family business, they will not be here. They will not be supporting us. They will not be those that lost their parents will not be trusting that things will be okay tomorrow, because they knew that in the structure of IPOB, even appointment in the leadership of IPOB, there is a way they structure it. There are states, there are appointments that must come from states in Biafra land. You must see a Bayelsa man there. You must see somebody from Rivers. You must see somebody from Akwa Ibom. You must see somebody from Cross River. You must see somebody from Delta. You must see, there are that area. You must see them. Must. Now, let us go to what is happening. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was jailed, and there was a problem. The problem is the jailing of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is to condition him. They know it will not end there, but for negotiation. But who will push for negotiation? APC caucus in from southeast. That was why Ojoso Kanu was sent to go and prosecute Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, right, on national television. After prosecuting him, he now uploaded Omoto show that he only presented the law. Ojoso Kanu continued to tell our people that they should not be emotional, that they should accept the judgment. That they should accept the judgment and move on. He continued to say that by this time that IPOB are still talking about Biafra. Listen, Ojoso Kanu say that they believe that with what happened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that they're supposed to be calmed down now. Ojoso Kanu continued to say, I can remember that it is time we are supposed to come together and discuss. But they are still, these boys are still talking about Biafra. Do you understand? Now, let me come to it. Do you know that the people that was positioned to negotiate on behalf of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and condition him to believe by then there will be no IPOB is what is it called? Ojoso Kanu, Benjamin Kanu, Dave Umahi, right? With the Hope Uzodimma, their APC governor, Peter Mba, those APC chiefs are the people that will lead negotiation. Go and ask any of them. Go and ask any politician, the chief, the group they have positioned for negotiation. That's why you saw them, the criminals, fighting IPOB leadership so that they will not be there. Why? Is because they went in agreement in the absence of IPOB leadership with Seyi Tinubu 2023. Now, later, IPOB came up and said, nobody represents us on our behalf. Now, as they jailed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they don't want any discussion that will bring the interest of the people that IPOB represents. All they want is political interest. And how would they achieve it? There will be no IPOB DOS. Because they will never present their interests. They will present the interests of the people. This is the problem to APC now. They knew that the matter of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu you must discuss. But they don't want people who will stand and present IPOB. They don't want, because the diplomatic moves of IPOB is coming to Nigeria, telling them, discuss with IPOB, discuss with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, release him. What will Nigeria do? They push through Ojoso Kanu and co. Pushing, using, some people are even used without through the siblings of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Some people are even used. Through Ojo Kanu, through friends. Money is working now. Do you understand? When he want to do these things, he first of all attacked, he recruited people that will attack the Emmanuel Kanu, and they call him Emma Powerful. Ojo Kanu sponsored those people. Do you understand? They call him Emma Powerful. They started saying it is him. He is the one, the younger brother to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is to drag them in for discussion. Do you understand? Now, currently now, the Nigerian state don't want to see DOS. And they knew that anything you discuss with anybody on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu issue without IPOB leadership involved, it is null and void. Should I give you another reason? The recent protest of IPOB in Abia, in Ebonyi, and in, is it Anambra or Enugu, was a sign, a signal, a message to the Nigerian state. Because of that video, you that is a Biafran or Igbo man or IPOB, you did not understand that very program, but the Nigerian state understood it. The remembrance of IPOB in solidarity with Donald Trump, 2017, which the protest took place 20th January this year. It was a signal to the Nigerian state that command can come at any time from IPOB leadership. And because of that, Nigeria understood that the authority is still there. Now, these people that the Disable and lawyer gather one place and say they are doing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they are not doing IPOB. Because IPOB is not fighting in their interest. These are people who believe in agitation. They don't believe in restoring Biafra. The agitation will be paving way for them, pushing them to their interest. Some in this struggle have achieved their interest. Hence, they achieve their interest, they will be kicking against the interests of others because, just like Abia State, let me use it as an example. What is the problem in Abia? In Nigerian politics. This is the same thing happening in Nigeria. Why they used to put somebody. Those that ruled Abia State like Ojo Kanu and TA, the only fight that you can fight them is to work in Abia State. If you work, they will see you as you want to hide their image with your good works. Do you understand? So as Oti is working, automatically Ojozo is seeing himself that the work of this man is destroying his image because he didn't work it. The same thing OTA is seeing. The same thing Okeze is seeing. That is why they don't want another person that take over to do good more than them. You don't need to do well. If you do well, you are attacking them. So they want the ugly image they have created for themselves to continue surfacing. So if you come, you must also be bringing the state down so that they can be noticed. But when you do good work, they will no longer be noticed. Now, they will be kicking against you so that you cannot be successful. People have achieved their interest. Some people travel abroad. Some are still hoping to travel abroad from Biafra land. Some have attempted, but something stopped it. They wasn't in their business and start planning for that. It is when they saw themselves in the struggle. They started seeing opportunity of traveling. They started seeing opportunity of making visa. Some are even seeing opportunity till today. Some have believed that they have used the struggle to achieve their aim. So you that have come to restore Biafra, you know that if they allow you to continue, it is a kick to them because they have been giving people around them excuse, wrong excuse, reason why they are not with you in the struggle. Because the way you are still fighting is condemning them. People will tell them, but these people are still serious, they are fighting. The same thing happening in Abia. They're telling you this man is working. They will say no, because his work is exposing them. The same thing with the Nigerian state. They don't allow somebody to do well more than the past government, because it is a kick against the past government that you are working what they are supposed to work. Now, the only thing that can Nigeria government is working on is for people to appoint individuals that will represent IPOB. How can you achieve that? There will be no IPOB leadership. That's why in my analysis from 2022, 2023, Kanu and Co worked on it. They worked on it. When, yes, you would claim you know it, they claim they know it, but those things is what they worked on. The powers of IPOB. The very signatory to IPOB press release. That very powerful. They targeted it. Radio Biafra, they targeted it. They opened another radio. Do you understand? So many angles of IPOB, they targeted it. Recently, you can see them writing IPOB press release. Do you understand? And they will be bold to tell you that Onyendu gave order. Onyendu gave order. You wrote a press release with IPOB pseudonym. Why did you not sign it with the signature of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gave order to publishment of memo that will be signatory to IPOB pseudonym, that name Imapawafo is the agreement of the leadership we'll be using to publish. This is alias. Anything we discuss and agree on a matter, this is the signatory we use to publish it. Suddenly, we started seeing Jude. We started seeing Njoko. They started writing. From writing, we started seeing people writing press release that is completely different. And they will use IPOB pseudonym, knowing that nobody will come up and say, I am a powerful. Why did you write this thing with my name? Why did you write my name here? Nobody will say so because nobody is a powerful. They keep doing this thing. They keep doing this thing to the extent that press release will come out. You will be checking the one that is real and the one that is wrong. The press release of IPOB is not decision of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu does not decide press release. Press release of IPOB is what IPOB decided on a matter. Whatever IPOB leadership, because they have abolished deputy. So you bring a matter that falls in a particular office in the head of department. If you bring a matter of media, it falls on the department of head of department, media department. He will be in the meeting and know what is decided on his department. If it is on defense department, the people in charge of defense will be there. And the IPOB will decide with the information that came from the head of department of that defense. If you come to write about ESN now on press release, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cannot be in DSS and tell you to write, or prison, and give you instruction how to write about ESN. He don't have the knowledge of what is happening in ESN. The people heading ESN will give you information, hot and information what is happening in communities, what happened in the social community. Those outside here in charge will give you information so that tomorrow they will tell you how it happened. You will not just come and say Onyendu say we should write Onyendu gave order. you write a press release with IPOB pseudonym. It is mutiny. It is mutiny. It is mutiny. And we are not doing family business. That is why I love the mentality of our people who knows that one day they will confront those who was fighting people for kicking against IPOB structure. And later, because of their personal interest, they turn and start kicking against IPOB structure. Go and write it somewhere. This is a tribe I came from. They will confront you after the battle. You will be confronted by Igbo people, Biafrans also. They will tell you that you challenge IPOB leadership. So time. You have nothing to explain that time. That time, Gakwa there somewhere. The way our people knows what they are doing. Gakwa there somewhere. Because very soon, it's not only IPOB that will defend IPOB. Currently, it's not only IPOB defending IPOB. Very soon, your fellow person will beat you for kicking against IPOB. Do you understand? They will come and tell you that a press release that should come from IPOB, that it was Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that gave order it should be written. It doesn't happen in IPOB. It doesn't happen. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu doesn't write press release. He approves press release. He approves, he doesn't write. And he doesn't sign memo of IPOB. That is the structure. Who signs the memo of IPOB? IPOB head of Directorate of State. In the presence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the memo comes from IPOB leadership led by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The memo will be signed by head of Directorate of State. You don't need to call name. Anybody that is head of Directorate of State will sign the memo of IPOB. Now, because we have listened to the voice of our leader, we'll listen to it again, but we'll not listen to the end, but not now, later. I'm saying it so that our technical director will be aware. We'll not listen it to the end. Immediately he finish, when I give you sign, I say, let us stop here. We stop. Because some other ones are for other topics. So do you understand? So now, we are telling you the structure that gave the people of the East hope on restoring Biafra. We are maintaining this structure. Even me, I will maintain the structure and even offend Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, offend IPOB leadership in maintaining the structure. Ma ọ bụrụ na ịghọta ihe m na-agwa gị, ị confirm ihe m na-agwa gị, confirm that people die and was dying with joy is because of structure. Or how siblings of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should love or Biafra. No. They believe that even without reaching them, that they can reach IPOB through the structure. Nobody come to look anybody's face. So those that have no discipline in them, who believe in obeying Mazi Nnamdi Kanu direct, they are the kind of people that our people hate in life. People that are not steadfast. People that always work for their own interest. People that can change at any time. People that are so flexible. It doesn't matter their level of education. They are untrusted people. There is no reason they will give to you on why they turn against you, the structure. When they turn against you, they will be presenting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And through this structure was how Mazi Nnamdi Kanu called you. Did you understand? These structures go to evangelism without letting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu know. But they let IPOB know through this structure. Do you understand? We strive. You saw my evangelism yesterday. You know, people thought in Biafra land, grassroots, you know, somebody can just, you know, they thought that we are here. When they hear fearless, they go and put guy name. Fearless Onyenka, fearless Onyenka. I don't put nickname. It is our people that call us this thing. Merited name. Merited. You saw me yesterday. There was somebody that interrupted me that I should not speak English. I should speak Igbo on a message I am passing to the world. Did you not see me? Can you be bold with you did not go anywhere with IPOB? You are one man squad. You went to evangelism. You raised your voice. You have not seen me before. Where I drag microphone, the public, I must preach it. Somebody that is sitting in his house, opota, olelecha nyoche na any out the cell. I said, we are the people, we are broadcasting, we are a Biafra land. Ebe ke ino. Ino ala Yoruba na asemi ino na Biafra land. People that have not confronted enemy, ni me appear na Facebook. You saw me in a situation now. Jiri microphone na agwa gị. Na agwa gị onye mbụ. Gwa gị na m bịara ikwu okwu Nnamdi Kanu. Gwakwa gị na IPOB. I told you. You saw I raised my voice. You must listen. You will know I'm not a coward. You will know I am not a coward. The thing you cannot do, you see me, I will do it. Because when we do it, done, there is nothing. It's one you get me because na one mad and you get me. You get me. Because you cannot keep the laws. Can you come out boldly in this situation in Biafra land? Preach a Biafra, and when interruption. In when interruption, when voices he shout. You challenge the voices. It doesn't matter where you get yourself in the state, it doesn't matter. The land belongs to all of us. Do you understand? Who are we? We are the strength of the people. If you calm me down, others will become weak. So when they see how serious we are, how strong we are, they get strength. My appearance gives them strength. If you say about microphone, I fearless. In a fearless, you got put now, put I go for now, keep it put now. Come out. Come out now. The man of unique nickname. Not a merited name. You see old men, not that because you are giant alakuku, but because you are brave and you have done things. You are brave. Things they cannot do. They saw it. They are here in the land. They are watching everything. They are taking records without telling you. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu approves press release if he is there. If not, the press release of IPOB comes from the leadership of IPOB. Go and check it from when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was here. It is called IPOB, ably led by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. In the end, you will say Imapuafo signed. Imapuafo is agreement of the leadership that the IPOB will be using this to issue press release. Nobody's Imapuafo. That does not give guarantee to a family member of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or sibling or anybody or any human being to publish a press release outside the knowledge of IPOB, which you can never defend. It is IPOB that will defend it. Press release comes from IPOB, not from the leader of IPOB. Do you understand? Press release is IPOB decision. What the people agreed, the voice of the people, and will be published by IPOB. Use a pseudonym to sign it, alias Imapuafo, alias. But they have tried to use it because they are closer to our leader, thinking that IPOB is something that somebody can manipulate and take over. IPOB in their authority, as we are going to listen to the voice of our leader, the IPOB leadership, DOS, that is the highest decision-making body in IPOB, have once again make a decision and abolish the very pseudonym signatory to IPOB press release. They are now using press secretary. We are going to listen to our leader, then we continue. We want you to listen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and go and give me another voice where he countered this thing and say it is not so. Let us listen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Anybody not following orders from Chike, Dosium, from DOS, you will be removed from IPOB and sanctioned appropriately. You know, before we remove you without knowing where you are, this time around we will catch you before we remove you. Anything DOS says is what goes. Nzurumike is heading our reconciliation committee. If he calls you on the phone, you must listen to him and do as he says. He is our deputy head of Directorate of State, led by Mazi Chike, Dosium. They are the highest decision-making body in IPOB. If that thing is difficult, then now refer it to me. Do you understand? Anything, if they call you on the phone, you don't return their call, or you're doing strong head, I will then believe that the zoo has brought you over and you'll be dealt with. Edo State, be warned. No dabbling in volunteer affairs or ESN affairs in Edo State. ESN is in Edo State for your information. And very soon work will commence there immensely. Work will commence. Edo State comes under Ikechubu as Biafra Land Coordinator. We run a disciplined movement more than anything. We value discipline more than anything else in the world. In IPOB, that's the only thing we have. That is we are able to defeat the zoo and destroy the zoo is hinged on one thing, and that is discipline. If you know you cannot work for IPOB, you get out and join the Sabo. One day your judgment will come. We'll find out those hiding in Cotonou, those are hiding somewhere near Apite, near Swan, in River State. We'll find all of you. Not water. I say River State because it comprises upland and coastal region. We'll find all of you. One day,
It's okay.
Okay. Don't worry. Don't worry. You hear the news.
It's okay.
You will hear it.
Thank you. We want our people to take that very message from our leader. Have you seen it? Can you give me where it changed? He is telling you what IPOB is. He's not telling you what he decided. He told you we used to discuss. When we discuss, I'll bring it out. Muslim can always use we. You can see the highest decision-making body in IPOB. Muslim Khan did not say when I am inside or when I am arrested. That is not when this instruction is given. Basically, this is what it is in IPOB. While Muslim Khan is outside, we are not even talking about prison. While that is how IPOB works, it is a body that makes decision in IPOB. Mazi Kanu said, when that thing is difficult, they will now refer you to me. And I ask you, is it when he is in detention that he said when that thing is difficult? He's talking about how they work here. The same way zonal coordinator works in his zone, when that thing is difficult, he refers it to the superior. The same way with his superior, if that thing is difficult, you take it to the next superior. That is how it goes. Up. He's not talking about if you did not see me. This instruction is how IPOB goes. Mazi Rumike is the head, the Conciliation Committee. If he calls you on the phone, if you refuse to pick his call, or you did not pick his call and you refuse to return his call, we know the zoo have bought you over. He said, whatever they say goes. This is IPOB, not Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He's not presenting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was presenting IPOB to you. Presenting IPOB. The IPOB we are talking about is a gift from God given to the people of the East. Because you find yourself in IPOB is not a guarantee you have the right to thwart IPOB. Because people that are not in IPOB are more serious about the structure of their defense more than you. They will come after you. You don't thwart their defensive structure. You don't. Their defensive structure is structure of IPOB. Nobody have given it to them before. So you can't be presenting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that you love him, that they are not obeying him. What is your business with who is obeying Mazi Nnamdi Kanu according to IPOB structure? I don't have business with anybody that obey Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or disobey Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in IPOB structure. I am not in that level. It is left between Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and those. But as for me, I obey from my unit coordinator, zonal coordinator, local government coordinator, senatorial coordinator, state coordinator. We have never communicated Mazi Nnamdi Kanu before we go to any event before in IPOB. We don't communicate him. Even when he asked us to all road, they tell us all road list Ekulobia, it wasn't Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We don't need to communicate him. There is a structure. All road list Iguacha, it wasn't Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that communicated us. I was a coordinator then. All road list to Ihiala. Where is it? Ohafia Arochukwu. He didn't communicate us. It was the structure. In my evangelism, I don't need to communicate him. I will communicate the structure. The structure will give report of what happened. But those that are doing eye service, the same politics in Nigeria. Hey, let us look for how I'll be closer to Onishi. We don't do it in IPOB. If it is so, our people will leave us to do the IPOB. Why we are striving to maintain the hope of the people is that Nigeria want to create a shape, because they know you must negotiate with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But by then, they don't want IPOB leadership to be in place. They want to be in a position that Ojo Kalu, Benjamin Kalu, Dave Umahi, Hope Uzodinma, and the siblings to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu are the people that will nominate people that will go and speak on behalf of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This is the fight we are facing today. Those they are using does not even know. The same position, the same thing as they failed with Sheri Tinubu 2023. They want to make sure there is no IPOB leadership. That is why you see them presenting family. That is why you see them present. You see some people telling you how they obey Mazi Nnamdi Kanu direct. Because they want to pave way for arrangement of people that will go and speak not in the interest of the people, as IPOB leadership knows the sacrifice we have paid, that they can never present what is not the interest of the people. If you discuss with anybody on IPOB issue while the leadership is not aware, the Nigerian state know it is null and void. So how do they sponsor these things? Through Ojo Zokalo, through Ojo Zokalo, through Ateze Nukbo, through some politicians. They sponsor people who will work to be attacking IPOB leadership, because confusion of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not the issue. The issue is, in the time of talk, can you get people that will dance in your tune during discussion? No, because IPOB, they will present the interest of the people. Nigeria will present the interest of Nigeria. It will be a dragon matter. Nigeria want a free grant where there will be the people that will appoint negotiators. Therefore, they don't want IPOB leadership to be there. The defense of the people. That's why when you see infants in the struggle, that you have the camera, because our people, you mentioned freeing Nnamdi Kanu, people listening to you, you think you know anything in IPOB. You don't know anything. People like Achalugo, all these people, they don't know anything in IPOB. Named by the camera. Have you ever been to a single IPOB unit to address them? Kebehan Gagoro. Anyone here now not to IPOB members on ground, face to face, physically. Answer question physically. Korokoro n'ihu anya gị. Before we come, we will tell you, please, Gwande Madu ha kwado, they should prepare their questions. I love questions concerning the struggle. Ya wuru ndị na-enweghị na ịware kamera nweze ihe ga-ekwu na IPOB ke ihe mad na IPOB asị gị sit down kọwa IPOB. What do you know? What do you know about IPOB? Something anyị na-akụziri ma onye filu na o teela ya na IPOB will still teach you. One is that I was sat down and they taught me. Agwa m ihe a bịara here. Anyị tukwa ọdụ agwa anyị ihe a bịara here. That's why we don't shift. We don't shift now. I'm an ihe a bịara here. Do I come to entice you? On the process of maintaining the structure, I can even provoke Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I will offend him, offend the IPOB leadership members in defending the structure. What are we doing? Proving to our people that no one behind the email here. Each and our people will be regular here. Then adopt Biafra. Then don't you know that now no one some at least no one wages say with here. You get here on a budget. You now discuss their matter because you're IPOB member. You're IPOB member. Then you kick against their defense because you are telling us you love Nnamdi Kanu. They don't obey our leader. In Abara, I don't even know the state coordinator disobey national coordinator. I don't even know. What is my business with it? What is my business with the national coordinator disobeying the continental rep? What is my business with it? In the structure of IPOB. What is my business with the HEOD disobeying Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? It is not my business. It is not even your business. That is the structure. We don't even know who disobeyed. These are the people. This one came from Onyendu. This one came from DOS. In IPOB, we don't know where the other came from. Unless Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is on broadcast. Family member and gang up lawyers will go and write press release and tell you Onyendu said the issue. It's Onyendu, Imapo Afo. Imapo Afo is not a person. Writing something with his name of with the IPOB pseudonym is mutiny. Ndi mere Gaza case when Biafra come. If you cannot sue, if people cannot sue you, I will sue you. All this mutiny attempt, you answer your case in Ishigi, and I be under family Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Your offense is your offense. What is my business? Whether my national coordinator disobey continental rep. What is my business? What is my business that a state coordinator disobey national coordinator? Is it my business? The same way people are fighting for God. Muslim fight for Allah. Christian fight for God. You could say, zoom away from my front. You have a problem, you run to your God. Somebody speak, you think the person speak against your God, you start fighting for God. Is it not God that your God that will discover that this person has speak against him and pay the person back in Aluchigogo? Somebody is in IPOB saying they defending Mazi Nnamdi Kanu against IPOB leadership. Is it not stupidity? What is your business with their communication? Kedinye basagin a communication. Because people that is his siblings, they are due to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in detention, middleman. There is now middleman. When he was here, he communicated these people direct. Now, all this 000, and those on this 000 is now telling you how Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is leading you direct, not from DOS. And you think that such mentality is what our people is here for? Childish mentality. Can you hear me? Anyị nwa okwechiri, anyị ga-ekwechiri mekwa ma onye isi ofende. Gwa ya na o nwere ihe anyị na ndị nwụrụ anwụ kpara. Those that died, o nwere anyị na ha kpara. Unshiftable. So if you are flexible, not people like us. If you want to change it, ị ga-abịa edo anyị anya kọwara anyị ihe mere ndị ahụ nwụrụ anwụ. Ihe a ga-akọrọ ha. They were in a position to take decision. They died on the process because they were waiting for order and directive. You must wait for that directive today. Or because it's all the also related to Onyendu or not, you must wait for that directive. Do you understand? Before, let me explain to you, please. Some are people. Some of you will now come and tell you. It's a divided house. Onwe Hema, you don't have any problem. You don't have anything in your brain. I want to ask you, after jailing of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Oya, show me any front battle Nigeria presently. So if you see the gang up against IPOB leadership, is it not to create a smooth ground for Nigeria to discuss against what we have been fighting for? Kedu ogwu ọzọ politician Orji Uzor Kalu ga-alụ na-abụghị to create people that will represent IPOB? Kedu ihe ọzọ? What is the another mission that APC gave to them? All chief whip, senate whip, ihe awụ ihe ọ na-arụ ha for Southeast, ọwụ just na senate whip. No. These are people who organize and bribe people, give them agenda, give them works without even communicating you. Their duty will, ndị a niile na fight against IPOB leadership, support them, support them. It is our interest. They will recruit people to be coming to comment section to support. But the Nigerian government is focusing on the structure. After all, they know that the structure is still there because they saw a protest. Enugu, Abia, Ebonyi. They saw it, they knew. Some of you who will be talking what you are talking, Nigeria know where they are meeting IPOB leadership. As the leadership keep going, Nigeria meets them somewhere. Message come from them, that is the work they do, the message come to Nigerian government. They knew where the power lies. But what do they want to do? They will keep trying. Because when you jail Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and there is DOS, you did not achieve anything. But when you jail Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, there is no DOS, you have achieved it. That is why you can see individuals who are defending their personal interest without knowing that the defense of the people is not the individual in the leadership of IPOB, but the structure created that somebody must occupy the position until removed. This is the defense of the people. You can take away love from an appointee in IPOB, but you must honor that position that was there before the person was appointed to occupy it. You did not elect the person. You never elected. The person was appointed to be there, not elected. So, what do you have there? To honor the seat, honor the position, obey instruction from the position, and deny the person love from you. That love comes from you. IPOB cannot force you to love somebody in position. It is when you do well, you can give your love. But there is a respect and honor that that position deserves. You must give it to it. Stop seeing the face of the person occupying the office. Maybe the face you are not in good time with the face. Just see an IPOB office. Respect the office. Stop seeing me there. Respect the office. That is IPOB. Any other thing you represent him, you wear the mask with the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu face and come to tell me no nwere another thing anademe. I will tell you no washi. I won't hear Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Do you understand? In this voice, you must obey your superior. Upper must. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu talk about discipline. People that are indisciplined. I suspend the gang up. Now what's you know how they defend this Mazi Nnamdi Kanu direct. Over here, I remember since so see defending Nnamdi Kanu, I am lagun. Here they defend the IPOB struggle. IPOB members in detention, killed and disappeared are all eventualities on our way. But that of our leader will be used to achieve much because that is the head of the struggle. Do you understand? Not that people have not been in detention before he was kidnapped. People have been in detention that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was also fighting for their release before he was kidnapped. These are things we know that will occur. And nothing occurs that will make us to undermine the struggle and focus on one particular thing. Let us wait until our leader is out. The struggle continue. These are people that came for personal interest. Every year business. A na-atụ lọk. Ndị nke na-achọ ịga obodo oyibo, ndị midia, ma nwoke ma nwaanyị, ndị nke gachagoro interview. If you see them writing, otelu chukwu ha na ihu ebe ha na-ede, ịma na obodo oyibo agachala ka aga obodo oyibo ọmachịkwa. Ọkwa otu struggle a ka echikwa achị ike. You see? Mandike. So many people with their interest, with their agenda. If you are speaking in their interest, you are their friend. They will automatically turn against what they have been defending for years. Personal interests are joker. And I go there in school. People in this state fast. State fast. Oh, yeah, can I community. Not that they didn't see people. People full community. Can you stand? Can you remind the children what the elders discussed? Can you be bold enough? Lefere mmanya ebupụtara anya and tell them the truth. A na-ebughachi mmanya si bughachi mmanya. But you don't want to provoke them because ị chọrọ ịṅụ mmanya. So therefore you don't want to say the truth. Right? We obey IPOB through structure. So many people have been in IPOB in the struggle. They take instruction from their coordinator. The kidnapping of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is to create middle position. That is created by the government. So that those that have the opportunity to visit Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be receiving message. Then they are the middlemen. Some will misuse the message. Some will misuse the advantage, the privilege, because this is privilege. Some will misuse the privilege because then the enemy will also confront some, entice them. Some government will also not come direct to them to work against you, but they will position them psychologically under torture, use DSS to position you to work in their interest without you even knowing. Then middleman, but when the person was here, you need to communicate everybody at the same anytime. If you want to call you, call you. There are zonal coordinators, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu communicate direct. There are family member that communicates Mazi Nnamdi Kanu direct from unit and give him direct report. But he does not lead IPOB, those units through those people. He doesn't lead those. He can never use that person to command the unit. Are you understanding? Don't be surprised. Somebody, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, will call a member in your unit to get a real fact of what happened. In the state, I have been called by the head of the Directorate of State. Far back, it was 2019 or 2017, 2019, to clarify a matter in a state. I was called. They told them that this is the only person that is neutral who can tell you what is happening in that very state. And I told them the one I know. Do you understand? That is how it works. And when they want to command us, they will not command us through me. They will still go through that channel that they will use to send the message. Go and check IPOB press release. It have never been a press release by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and to the people of Biafra. No, the press release of IPOB is IPOB ably led by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Indigenous people of Biafra. That is press release. Who will sign it? The whole IPOB leadership signs the press release. What do they use to sign it? A pseudonym. What is pseudonym? A guy that is alias. What is the alias they use? A Mapoafo. We use the alias. After the people have agreed on a matter and say, write it like this. This is what we say. On behalf of the people of Biafra. This is what we say. And it will be written and published with a pseudonym. And we ask you, how do somebody now come because our leader is in detention? Because you are related to our leader. You will come and write a press release without the consent of the leadership of IPOB that decides on matter. And you go and put their pseudonym that they created by themselves to be using to publish a press release, a communicator, to communicate with the people. And you tell us that Onyendu gave you order to write it. Are you in the capacity to answer questions for IPOB? Because when the matter, people hear it, they will communicate to IPOB, they will not communicate to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They will not communicate the siblings. Both international community, they know the address of IPOB. So why is it that they don't have the knowledge of what you are writing and you use their pseudonym because you are related to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and you say it is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that gave order? If the order, the message did not go to the leadership that will agree, don't publish it. In IPOB, I was not told that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be commanding me direct. It is through unit. That is how we were told. And it never changes. Thank you. This is Biafra Television Europe. Don't forget. Share the program. Our people supposed to call in, but I don't know. I will give them chance. Let me see. We'll open our line if we can get one or two, three callers, because we don't have light here and my system is always down. Not because of my time, but we just have a little shutdown. No light for now, but we are placing our line now. Our number here to open the line. To open the line so you can call in. We need counter to what we have presented. Was there a big application before? Right? You can see the number there. The number to call plus 358 466 156 849 plus 358 466 156 849. This is WhatsApp only. WhatsApp only. So we continue. This is how IPOB runs. IPOB is in a situation that no man will be affected and the movement will stop. So Ojozo Carlo and co, that it is in their hand to create a group that will represent IPOB through negotiation as they are planning for 2027. And as the pressure is coming, Nigeria don't want DOS to stand and be the people that must be consulted. So the siblings are positioning to still go again and discuss as they discuss with Sheikh Tinubu. If you are from the East, you know that you have a defense. This defense is IPOB structure. An individual can be removed, but the very structure is your defense, right? Whether you are an IPOB or not, you have a banner you take into battlefield. That banner is IPOB. We protect it, we defend it, we can even offend anybody in defending it. We are unmovable. We are the type of people you need in our society. People that will strive to maintain what was discussed. People that doesn't shift. People that remains there until we make it right. That is the people you need. Not people that will tell you, I was provoked. I don't like what is happening. So you want a smooth ground. You saw me in evangelism. Somebody interrupted me. Did you see me shy? Did I say, hey, I am not with anybody or nobody is away? I am only me is here. In our land, in the Biafra land, come guys, only me. In our bara, in the mat. I went to Oko from Abia. I was invited to Oko. I went to Oko. They make noise. I raise my voice. I chase away that Anglican priest who tried to condemn our image. I challenge him. The people that have the barrier, they told them to leave. Why do they say such thing? And the microphone was handed over to me. I preached Biafra. She na small gate lawa. Don't raise voice, Biafra. I'm not telling you as what. I come for evangelism. He raise a voice. Maybe I go to location microphone. You can hear now. We must hear it. Do you know? And I go to you. Ngeje pụta izuzo ma esi m na m sụwa Igbo ma m sụrụ English na message I'm passing to the public the foolish. But when they see us, ha che na ije na this smooth because you used to see my evangelism ndị this smooth. When a na-strive, ọkwụ egwu nchakashi anya. What you do is to strengthen those around there. Ị na-enye ndị mmadụ ume ịdahala mba igbugo ume mmadụ 500 immediately n'ihu ebe ahụ. If they calm you down, you have destroyed the voices of others. But he will go sacrifice. na social media, God. They have given me sign of battery. Sign of battery, but I will continue. We have a caller, maybe. We continue. Let us continue. That is not the type of call needed here. That is not the type of call needed here. We don't need useless call here. A very useless call. We don't need it. Somebody that will be relaxing, eating, relaxing as when you shinora bilie and be addressing you with stupidity. Right? When you see us before the public, I know about their jai. What's that in is in our queen? So we continue. This is Biafra Television Hero. Thank you. So, what we present is what we agreed together. What are we doing? We are challenging Nigerian government. We are not fighting you. We fight Nigerian government by telling them that there is a structure. So it is you that is fighting yourself. We know the battle is stage by stage. Immediately he is jailed. The next thing is the structure. If you
I said, no police checkpoint in Biafra land. I said, no police checkpoint, I said. There was in a bank, go and tell them, I said, no police. If your brother, your uncle, your sister, your cousin is there, tell the idiot to get away and dismantle that checkpoint or else they will die. No state coordinator is allowed. No state coordinator is allowed to contact the state commander no matter what. And as a commander, if you're removed, you step aside, how others will do the job. We don't want a type of Biafra that will be like the zoo. If you lose election, you rig it, and you remain in power. When the age of retirement is 65, at the age of 85, you're still in power. That rubbish will not obtain. We are not like any other stupid set of black people from Africa. We are Biafrans. You must understand that. And follow orders accordingly. My instructions to this global family is this. We have the DOS. We have the finance department. We have the legal department, we have the medical. Anybody who is appointed into office, if you fail to obey your superior officer, you'll be dismissed live on air. I will dismiss you myself. And as I said, as I'm dismissing you, men are on the ground to apprehend you. You must obey your superiors. It is based on discipline, please. All this breaking, going forwards and backwards, I want to obey. That means you are not prepared to be in IPOB. If you don't know what obedience is, you shouldn't be here. After all, we are all under oath. It doesn't matter if you were with me from the beginning or not. You must obey your superiors, please. Very, very important. Very, very important. There are also finance officers. You know, those fools that stole our money from Georgia, they think they're very smart. But they will go to jail, and they understand it. If you are a finance officer in the US, please, we need all the funds people are contributing. Stop hoarding it. Stop hoarding it, please. When our US finance officer makes contact with you, you must please be able to oblige her and do as you're told. Or if you get a call, it's when you fail. Anytime you get a call from our sister Nene, then you know you're in very serious trouble, you have done something wrong. Please make sure that our accounting and our audit is up to date. I do not understand the reluctance of some individuals in the US to remit the money that people have contributed to ESN. I don't understand the reason why you're holding it. I don't know what for. Please, that was why we left those criminals with money in Georgia and they stole it. Trying to be clever by half, or should I say too clever by half, like the Fulani will always do. The two criminals living in Atlanta, Georgia, hoarded our money. Nwokemkwo and Ozurumba. Two criminals. Two rogues from there stole our money. I have all the records, and they must understand that. And I have maintained that any account that we have that Nene cannot see, I do not trust that very account. As long as she doesn't see it, I will not trust it. And very, very soon, I will shut down every account that Nene cannot see.